focus this afternoon, where India has slammed Pakistan at United Nations Security Council.
This, of course, being just a day after the NIA, National Investigative Team of India, had charge-sheeted the Pathankot plotter, the Pakistan-based terrorist Masood Azhar, as the prime accused. India's representative to the United Nations, that being Mr. Syed Akbaruddin, who's sent out a stern message to Pakistan.
The message being, what you sow is what you'll reap. NewsX was the first yesterday to tell you that how India will now continue to mount a diplomatic offensive after the NIA charge-sheeted Masood Azhar in the Pathankot airbase strike. Let's take a listen in.
Mr. President, Afghanistan's National Unity Government has India's full support for strengthening its defense capabilities to fight terrorism directed against it. We believe that the path to reconciliation in Afghanistan should be through an Afghan-led and Afghan-owned process in adherence to the internationally accepted red lines reflecting the aspirations of the people of Afghanistan. The international community needs also to send the right message, a message that it makes clear that we will neither roll over in the face of terror, nor will we allow the rollback of the achievements of the resolute people and government of Afghanistan in the last decade and a half. The connectivity that terror networks have established needs to be replaced by that of roads, trade networks, and ideas for peace and prosperity. We need to remind ourselves of what the great son of Balkh, the poet Rumi, had once said: every leaf that grows will tell you what you sow will bear fruit. So, if you have any sense, my friend, don't plant anything but peace. We need to address as an imperative the support that terrorist organizations like the Taliban, Haqqani Network, Daesh, Al-Qaeda and its designated affiliates such as Lashkar-e-Toiba and the Jaish-e-Mohammed, which operate entirely outside the fabric of international law, draw from their shadowy supporters outside Afghanistan. If we are to bring sustainable peace to Afghanistan, groups and individuals that perpetrate violence against the people and the government of Afghanistan must be denied safe havens and sanctuaries in Afghanistan's neighborhood.
All right, talking about that charge sheet, well, after over 12 months, the Pathankot truth is now out in the open.
Yes, this being on what has been stated in the NIA charge sheet in that attack, the JEM chief, Masood Azhar, who's been named as the prime accused along with 3 others, including his brother there as well, Rauf Asghar, who in fact immediately after the Pathankot attack had hosted a video message claiming responsibility for that very strike.
The NIA today has filed a charge sheet in Mohali in the Pathankot Air Force Base Station terror attack. Joining me right now is NIA spokesperson IG Alok Mittal. Sir, can you give us the broad outline of the charge sheet? Who are the accused in this case?
Today we have filed a detailed charge sheet in the Special NIA Court Mohali against 4 accused persons who are all Pakistani nationals, including the chief of Jaish-e-Mohammed, Maulana Masood Azhar. After we have collected very strong evidence against them in the form of digital evidence, technical evidence, oral and documentary evidence.
Right. And besides Masood Azhar, you've also named 3 other accused in the case.
Yes. His brother, who is the Deputy Chief Abdul Rauf, and 2 handlers, Latif and Kasif Jan, they have also been charge-sheeted.
So in terms of Pakistan and links to Pakistan as far as this particular case is concerned, besides the fact that the accused are residents of Pakistan as well, what exactly will be, the nailing points really?
No, the entire conspiracy was done in Pakistan. The planning was done in Pakistan. They were provided training, they were provided weapons, they were provided other logistical support, and then they were constantly directed and handled by the handlers to carry out attacks at a air base in India. That is sufficient evidence to prove that the whole thing was done in Pakistan.
But what kind of cooperation can you expect from Pakistan, sir? We've tried to engage the Pakistanis in terms of this investigation, but not much has yielded results. Really.
Yes, during investigation we have sent letters rogatory for collection of evidence in Pakistan for examination of certain persons, phone details, bank details, and then that was followed by another supplementary request and we have not yet received any response from Pakistan. Their JIT also visited, and they had come after registering a case regarding this evidence in their own country, and then we extended full cooperation. We provided them the incident details, the evidence which we had conducted by that time, and the understanding was that a reciprocal visit would happen, and we will be extended all the cooperation, but that did not happen.
So my final question: in the absence of that kind of cooperation, how do we intend to take this case to its logical conclusion then?
One stage, we have reached an important stage today, that we have whatever evidence we have collected, that we have placed before the court against the 4 persons. That clearly establishes the role of those persons, and then all the legal available channels will be used for bringing them to book.
Right. Thank you so much for speaking with us. With video journalist Virendra Paulami Saha in Delhi for NewsX.
I think it's good that the charge sheet has filed, the detailed report would be submitted, and the case would start in India.
It is up to the international community to act upon it, because the NI is also planning to issue red corner notice for this. They should put enough pressure on the United Nations to declare Azhar Masood and his terrorist organization as an international terrorist organization, and also I would think that China would be also under pressure to now not to bail out Azhar Masood as been doing earlier, and in keeping in view his confirmed association in this terror attack, China should also help UN in declaring him a proclaimed terrorist.
I think adequate proof has been given both to Pakistan as well as on international forums. Only problem in this case is that, I think, we kind of not very intelligently had called the Pakistani authorities to investigate the Pathankot episode. And therefore, they may claim to say that, it's manufactured evidence and it's not prosecutable evidence by India because their own people came in. Now, that is a weak chink in our armor. However, I think the efforts to get that gentleman back to India in any form or the other must be hotly pursued. I think it's very important that this happened. It's the only way to send a very, very signal and very important message across the world to all terrorist organizations.